maps. Can they turn it into a 2-0 and take the series? Or is it going to be Fish123 climbing their way back in? There's only one way to find out, as the 9th round is going to be kicked off, and we'll see who is picking their side of the map. It looks like it's probably going to be Fish123 grabbing that one for themselves. So we'll see where they actually want to start out here, whether they want to go for the terrorist side and kind of set the pace of the game, be the aggressors, or whether it's going to be Fish123 just kind of sitting back and chilling out over on that CT side.
Do you know, interestingly enough, do you know what Fish123 rhymes with?
A lot of things.
Fish123, rest in peace, Easy E. Maybe that's a sign.
Yeah, it could be. Could be also rhymes with those words. In fact, all words ending in it, like the E sound actually rhyme with that. So could be a sign, but maybe not.
It also rhymes with I give wins for free.
Yeah.
It also rhymes with please stop hurting me.
To be honest, I'm about to start saying that if you continue rhyming at this stage.
What about I like 73?
Okay.
Oh, am I not allowed to rhyme 3 with 3?
That is technically illegal.
Oh.
In a rhyming contest, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, this isn't a rhyming contest. This is just a guessing contest. Yes. Orgless versus Fish123. How many fish can you fit in a barrel?
I'm going to go with 123.
Nope. It's as many as the barrel can contain.
Yeah, but did you know that that number is exactly 123, regardless of the barrel? It's a
wow.
physical phenomenon.
That's quite impressive, like Fibonacci series.
Yeah, exactly. Except with fish and barrels.
Fibonacci in barrels.
Fish in barrel art. Anyway, the game is underway. Yeah, luckily for you guys at home, because it means we stop talking about fish and barrels and Fibonacci's and whatever else.
Rhyming.
And we start talking about Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And it's going to be Fish123 on this terrorist side. So we'll see if they can have a little bit of a better showing than what we saw from them on the last map. Not really able to thread those rounds together. We'll see who's going to be able to grab that pistol and start the map off correctly.
Yeah, so straight into it. No kills coming through just yet, but some damage being dealt. There's Keita down to 65 health points. And well, there's not too much going on the other side. Nasty, notably, is on 86, so maybe an opportunity, but it's really not too much to write home about. Not too much going on. Mid control has been handed to the start on this T side. I prefer this decision. They get the opportunity to grab the momentum, and Keita going to be working his way forward, finds one, and Crypt is going to help him with the second, but the bomb planter is being stabbed at wildly. Thomas can't finish it off. It's a 4 versus 2 now. Rom and Lefe left to defend this one, and well, it's not working out too nicely for them. And
well, the health is incredibly low on all of these terrorist players, so actually this is pretty doable on the defense if they can just land a couple of shots. Lefe going to jump straight on top of Firebox there and just execute the player hiding behind. Keita peeks out, trying to do what they can. They just need to wait it out right now and just stop anyone that tries to get the defuse, but it is going to be the defuse channeling on through and actually just using the health bar of Lefe to try and block the bullets, but unfortunately couldn't actually block enough. And while they do get the kills, they do not get the bomb plant, and Fish123 take the advantage.
Yeah, although it came very, very close, and I mean, Orgless still surviving with one player, whereas Fish not managing that. Still, it is the round win in the bag for the Fish. So if they can build up some economy in this round, interesting choice to go for 4 rifles here. I'm not sure how much I agree with this. But then again, if we look at how this game's gone so far, or the game before, it's all been eco win. So they want to play this safe. They want to get the rifles up and get winning straight off the mark. Nice tag comes in from Smooth to be finished off by Nasty, and Weber will be able to trade that one back out. That's the scout down, and Nasty still playing from that window position. They're going to smoke him out. Just avoid the opportunity of him getting an actual kill, which in my opinion is a good decision. So let's see if they're going to be able to convert anything off the back of this on the side of Orgless. They have got a 4 versus 4, pistols, armor, and a scoot to boot. So maybe there is an opportunity here for the Orgless players, but Fish should still be in control of this situation. Like a Panzer Division moving forward, they will be stomping their way through what could be known as France. on the side of Orgless, because that's where the Panzer Division went and did quite well.
Yeah, I suppose that's correct. I can't say my knowledge of the Panzer Division is particularly up to date, but
neither's the Panzer Division. No,
I'd have to agree with that statement. But here we go. Leffy is going to be on this site. 93 HP remaining, and he's got that Desert Eagle. If he can find a couple of headshots, he can open this round up for his team. Orgless are going to be scattering, heading across the map as quickly as they can. And Robin Nasty thinks better of the decision to go through jungle just there, as his teammate gets his head knocked clean off of his shoulders, and now the bomb has gone down. And Rom has decided that that's probably his cue to get a wiggle on and start heading towards that side of the map.
Yeah, so a lot of work to be done. But Fish have secured themselves the round, which is what actually matters. Cryptix with the MP7. He wants to build up a little bit of money, but there's no opportunity coming through from Orgless here. They're not peeking. They're not getting too aggressive. Although Windansky will dispatch of Leffe. That's about all. Orgless going to be keeping 2 players alive here, potentially, unless the hunt comes in. Although Rom's playing a risky game. He only has a 5-7, so there's not actually that much to lose. And I'm not talking about the rugby team or French City to lose.
Well, or the DJ as well. There's a DJ called Toulouse, I think.
Is there? DJ Toulouse?
I think so, yeah.
Not DJ to win. That would be DJ Khaled. Another one. Am I memeing correctly?
Excellent memes, I've got to say. But, here we go. Orgless looking to try and get themselves back on the board. Smooya with that scout. Obviously, Robin Nasty managed to pull that through into this round. And he's got himself a deagle and some armor and helmet to work with as well. But it's all really going to be looking towards the next round. That's when the rifles are going to come in. That's when the firepower is actually going to be there for Orgless, and we might see a bit more of an even fight. Fish123 starting to run away with the early game right now, as they've got 4 rifles for themselves as well as an MP7. But Rom, he doesn't care how many rifles Fish123 have got. Whether it's 1, whether it's 2, whether it's 3.
Whether it's 4.
Well, it's not anymore.
No, it's not anymore, because Cryptix is DEAD. He's a dead man walking. So...
He ain't walking anymore.
Well, no, he's not. He's a dead man dying.
There he is.
There he is. He's not walking. He's falling down the stairs slowly.
Smooya.
He has got a scout in his hand. Can he kill anyone with the scout? Thomas is going to be working out mid. Tries to get a kill there onto Weber, but it's not going to work. Weber, very quiet so far this game. We haven't seen much from him. He is going to get himself a kill there. But apart from that, not too much going on as the remaining players from Fish work their way towards the B bomb site. Rom taking an early peek. He is going to get caught out by a flying Windansky. And Robin Nasty now trying to do some work. The only man with armor is going to open up. 1 kill comes through. Deagle in hand. Can he find any more for his trouble? Yes, he can. 2 comes through. Can he find the 3rd? No. But Smooya's in position to do it for him now. All on Weber. I said he hadn't done too much so far this game. Can he do it now? AK-47 in hand. 2 players to dispatch of and 18 seconds with which to do it. He's been spotted. The bomb is almost in his control. He's so close yet so far. He can't find it. The bomb... Oh, he's got it. He's got it. The bomb's his. So now, with 9 seconds remaining, he either has to kill both of these players or he has to get this done, and it's not going to work out.
Oh, what? Okay. He does get taken down in the end. That was a little bit dodgy there. Smooya, very close to mess that one up for his team as he missed the point-blank scout shot, but in the end, they do finish off Weber. And that's going to mean that Orgless do manage to get that round together and get themselves onto the scoreboard. And that's a little bit unfortunate for Fish123, because not winning those first 3 in a row means that they don't actually have a full buy to work with in this 3rd round. This would have been the full rifle round, but unfortunately for Fish, it's going to be only Orgless that actually have that full buy to work with.
Yeah, force coming out here from the Fish, and they are going to be able to muster a few AK-47s, a Tech-9 and a Deagle, thanks to the last round before the one they lost, where they did actually keep quite a few players alive. So that's good enough for them. Leffe, AK in hand, is going to be trying to get some work done as he spams away at a ramp. Not too much going to be going down, but the rest of his team has now arrived as Leffe dispatches of Windansky. Robin Nasty playing up close and personal, hoping someone's going to come into his crosshair, and they will. Finds 1, finds 2! That's a nice spray down coming through, but no more going to happen. Weber goes down as the bomb will be dropped, and now all onto Cryptix. 1 versus 4, and a very tough spot. Leffe's going to close him out of the game for a 2K in the round, and that is that. Orgless forcing Fish onto a eco, and looking pretty into this round.
Absolutely, 2-2 is going to be the scoreline, and Orgless finding their way well and truly onto this map when you look at the money already. 4th round in, and we've got a couple of players on 5,000 and 7,000, Leffy and Smooya respectively. And we'll see if they can continue to snowball this one. Interesting that Leffy, despite the fact that he had $5,000 remaining, only actually opted to get 2 grenades for himself. You don't want to invest too heavily perhaps in this round, but unless they just threw them straight away at spawn. Maybe I just missed that, but either way, it is going to be the B site that the push is going to come in towards. 7 HP on Cryptic as he narrowly survives the grenade, but I don't think it's going to be the same story for the rest of his team because Smooya is on site and he's clean in-house. AK comes on through, Robin Nasty finishes off Mighty Max, and Orgless 0 to 100 in just a couple of seconds as they mow through the lineup of Fish123.
Yeah, pause coming out now, and that's going to be called by Orgless. And that's because Rom has to do a restart. Unfortunately, his computer has let him down. Unfortunately, his team hasn't let him down. And I don't know why I said unfortunately. It's actually quite fortunate. Because they are playing really well. I mean, I criticise Fish. But I have to also say Orgless are playing really, really well right now. To come up against a team like this, it takes an awful lot of work. And they are doing so perfectly. Orgless coming together, and they're just playing really well. So at the end of the day, that's good. That's really good. And it's good to see some lesser-known talent doing some work.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, one of the things we were saying as well before this series, one of the things that we'd actually been talking about off-camera was, you know, if Smooya doesn't show up, is that just the end of Orgless, right? Like, because Smooya had been the star player last week. He'd been the one that was, it felt like almost carrying them single-handedly. However, this week, it's not the case at all. We've got multiple players all coming into their own and actually making things happen while Smooya has been going huge. Still, not quite to the same level of last week. And to be honest, if you're one of his teammates, that's probably a good thing because it means you actually get a little bit of the limelight for yourself. But here we go. They have managed to pick it up just a little bit. Leffy actually 5-1-1 in this game so far. So he's having a good time for himself. And that's one of those things that, you know, when you see how few deaths these players have, it almost always just immediately corresponds with the amount of money that they've got. You've got Leffy, who's only died once, 8,000. You've got Smooya, only died twice, 11. And then the guy on 3 deaths only got 4,000. Which, you know, doesn't actually make complete logical sense since the guy with 2 deaths has more money than the guy with 1 death. But there is some correlation there at least.
Yeah, money exists. So there's that. But Mirage is quite a map. So the key to Mirage is taking mid control. If you can take mid, you can really open up the bomb sites. As you can see, mid is the connector to everything. If you can take that mid control, not only do you deny the CT's positional control, but you deny them rotations. And as a CT, if you can take that mid control, you deny so much to the Ts that you give yourself so much opportunity.
Well, we'll see if Fish123 can actually start to take control of mid a little bit more effectively than they've been able to so far this game. Because right now, Orgless are running away with things just a little bit. However, this will be a full buy, or not quite full buy, but there's a lot to work with here for Fish123. They've all got helmets, there's 4 AKs and a Galil, and some utility as well. So this should be enough for them to make an entrance onto that middle of the map and start to head towards those 2 sites, as you rightly pointed out. That is kind of the way to do it. But we'll see if that is going to be the case moving forwards.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, going into this, if we actually have a look at how this has gone so far, first 2 rounds won by Fish. That was the pistol round. They won the consecutive round. After that, Orgless eco them. And then they win the rifle round, and then they take the eco round. So going into this is the first real all-rifle round. And I think this is going to be really interesting to see who's capable of doing the work. Obviously, we have Smooya. He's played pretty well so far this game. He got himself a nice little 3k over towards the B-apps. But then the rest of the team is actually showing up. Thomas has had his moments. Leffy's had his moments. Robin's been playing really nicely. So who is there left to show up? Rom. He's been playing well as well. So that actually, if you think about it, Orgless have had a really nice game so far. Question is, can they keep that going? Because obviously, you slip once, and Fish should, I say should, take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, towards the end of last game, the series, while the end score wasn't actually that close, when you looked at the actual rounds towards the end of last game, it was incredibly close. It was back and forth every single round, and to be honest, that was to the detriment of Fish123, because they were the ones that were behind, and if you're just trading rounds and you're the one behind, you can't really afford to get away with that. We'll see whether we're going to have a similar situation on this map. So far, though, Orgless, they've managed to get 3 in a row, and that means that should Fish123 be able to get a couple for themselves, Orgless won't really have enough money to just continuously rebuy multiple rounds. But we'll only have to wait and see, as I believe on the live server the players are back in. We've just had him rejoin here in spectator as well, so hopefully should be able to get this underway once again for you guys. So I think we're going to have a round refresh coming on through.
So I like refreshments. Do you like refreshments?
Love a good refreshment, mate.
Do you like refreshers?
I actually adore refreshers. They're
really?
Delicious.
My dad
One of the best
some sweets yesterday, and they were little refresher round ones. They were quite nice.
That's a good story.
I enjoyed them.
Great anecdote.
Thank you. You ever? I can't remember what film it was, but I think it was Jonah Hill. Just can't tell anecdotes. I can't remember what film that was. Oh well, it's always next year, I guess. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was an English film, and it was just a fat guy.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Well, either way, we are going to... we've actually had a player spawn at top mid. So we are going to be refreshing the round. And in theory, that should mean that he can actually spawn at his spawn. And therefore, we can actually get this game underway. The players will unpause. And we'll finally be able to get rocking and rolling. As despite the refresh, all of the buys are still going to be the same. And all of the money is the same as before, the little bit of a delay that we've had here. And there we go. The unpause finally comes through, and it's down to Fish123 how they're going to make this one happen. Limited utility to work with. We'll see what it is that their battle plan is going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this is it. This is the key round. Smooya is going to be heading towards mid with the AK-47 in hand, contested by Cryptix's Flash. Just the Flash. Nothing else going to be coming up just yet. It's going to be Thomas on the AWP, which is interesting. I think this is a spawn-based AWP pick. And he's going to find it. Weber goes down. That was a nice shot through the fire and the flames. Like Dragon Force he comes. And at the other side, he will roll. That is a very nice kill coming through to open this one up. And Fish already at a disadvantage. Robin Nasty up close and personal takes down Cryptix. And that is great stuff now. Fish in a very difficult position. Pushing onto this A bomb site. Taken down straight away. Leffy going to be able to dispatch of Windansky. He will be traded back out as Mighty Max works his way forward. Takes down Robin Nasty. But it's still a 3 versus 2. And this is looking really good. As Mighty Max will push through the smoke. Thomas has no idea. And it's a 2 versus 2. Mighty Max is bringing them back into this round somehow. Somewhere. Somehow. Smooya going to be able to hear the bomb plant. But Mighty Max still is going. You can't stop this man even if you had a stop sign. As Mighty Max clears a 4K. And that is how you win a round.
It certainly is. Mighty Max really coming into his own on that one. And as you rightly said, stop signs ain't going to stop him, and I don't think anyone from Orgless is either at that rate. We'll see what Fish123 can do with that round, because unfortunately they can't really quite afford to go for the full buy. Cryptix is going to be rifleless. However, Orgless are going to be just about A-OK off the back of that one. They had plenty of money to fall back onto, so they do still have plenty of utility, still got those rifles. So this could be a big round for Orgless if they can reset the economy once more for Fish. They will be able to take a huge advantage, and that is already a pick going the way of Orgless, but it's traded straight back again. Fish123 evening things up, and now moving on towards this B site, but it's going to be Thomas starting things off. Weber trades it, but he's down to 12 HP, and this is a tricky situation because now they've got to push onto the B site or choose to rotate, but regardless of the route they take, corners are going to be covered, angles are going to be cleared, and the CTs are going to know exactly what they decide to do.
Yeah, quick check is all it takes. And although they are rotating pretty quickly, mid control is being handed to Windansky. So they're still going to go towards B at this juncture, which I think is a very good play. Unfortunately, there is still Robin Nasty, and he spots Windansky before Windansky has a chance to pounce. He takes him down, and the rotate should be called back in now, as Robin Nasty just holds down Weber, very, very low on health. He needs to be cautious as to his position, as Keita will work his way out. Flashbang goes in. Keita going to get caught out by that one, but Smooth with the AWP is back on site. He's back on point, and he's going to see if he can do some work. And there it is. Keita goes down, and Weber Mountain finds himself the last man alive. AK-47 in hand. Can he do this one? Spots out Robin Nasty. No kill coming through, and it's not going to come. Leffe takes him down, and that is the round of the bag for Orgless. And once again, not looking good. Now, I think Weber is going to be very angry. I'm not sure if you saw, but Cryptics crouch walked out in front of him to try and take a peek and got killed, which I think would anger Weber quite a lot. An angry Weber is not a recipe for success.
Perhaps that will be the case. Cryptic certainly didn't get the best of that crouch walk. Going down in the end, and Weber unfortunately unable to connect his shots at the end of that round as well. Now it's going to be down to the Deagles once more, which I feel has been the theme of today. And we'll see whether we have the continued clown fiesta or whether the rifles are going to reign supreme, and it looks like the latter might be the case, as Thomas and Rom both grab themselves a kill. Robin Nasty as well chimes in. There's another one for Rom, and the final player over towards Apps. Weber, he's got a Deagle and a Dream, but I'm not sure that those two are going to be enough on their own. Searches for the headshot, but Rom finishes him off. And there we have it. Another round for Orgless, but importantly, a round without a single death.
Out of interest, what is Windansky's picture?
Windansky's picture?
Yeah.
Where am I looking at? It's a sloth, mate.
It's a sloth.
It's an upside-down sloth.
Ah, I like sloths.
I like sloths.
Do you like sloths?
Specifically Sid the Sloth.
Ah, okay.
It's a good character. Well, he is in Ice Age 1. Can't speak for the other ones.
Yeah, he was a good sloth. His family was a bit of a bottom.
Bit of a disaster, to be honest.
Yeah, family
when
just
you
left
think
him.
about it.
Anyway, Weber going to be working his way into mid here, trying to get himself an opening pick into this. But it's not the best buy for the Fish. They have got Keita on just a Rec 9, but that weapon can do damage. It's like an AK up close. You might as well just shoot people in the head with it, because they'll die. Anyway, boost coming out over towards short. That's going to be Mr. Rom and Mr. Thomas V Dog. And they're going to be working their way together to try and get some work done. Unfortunately, going to have to fall back because not too much is going right for them. But then again, not too much is going wrong for them either. So, I mean, apples and oranges, right?
Well, those are both different types of fruit. You're absolutely correct. We'll see which team is going to end up being the fruit cake at the end of this round.
No one likes fruitcake.
Everybody likes fruitcake.
No one likes fruitcake.
I love fruitcake, but then I suppose I am not a one, I am a recorder. Oh, coming into play here is Smooya. Gets one straight out of the air. It's going to be traded straight back across as Keita suddenly falls at the end of the round. Simple round coming out for Orgless, with Smooya opening it up with style. Beautiful couple of shots coming out from him. And another round for Orgless. Double the score now, Fish123. Nothing going to be coming out on the buy from the terrorist side, except for a singular T9? Tech 9.
T9.
T9.
See, this is the thing. Mighty Max had a massive round where he got a 4K and won the round for his team. We haven't seen him since. And that's a problem. You need to be waking up and coming together every round. Come together right now. Smoothie going to be able to find a frag. Robin Nasty follows it. 3 kills in the bag, and that is how you start a round off nicely. Smoothie going to be going down to the Eagle Windansky, and there we go. Robin Nasty goes down, but Leffe is there to close it out. And what a round coming through from Robin Nasty, just shutting down every single player that crossed his crosshair.
Absolutely. Really, really nice stuff as well from Windansky. Does get a couple of nice kills with the Deagle, but unfortunately not enough to close out the round. The rest of his team had already hit the deck and completely sandbagged. So Orgless 4 rounds up at this stage, and they're looking towards half-time already with a convincing score. Just a singular round now, and they automatically have the advantage moving into the second half. And to be honest, Orgless, I think, are living to impress right now. This is a squad that wasn't really the favourite to win. They weren't really expected to take this series, but they are giving everyone a show and making people fear the name Orgless right now.
Absolutely. Mighty Max and Keita both going to work together to find themselves easy frags. nothing coming through just yet. Robin Arst trying to spam through the smoke. It's going to get some damage off, but apart from that, it's a 3 versus 5, and it's not working out too nicely. Nice smoke comes in there from Cryptix. He knows if he throws it on a Molotov, it's going to go down. That's exactly how it works out. Mighty Max now working his way forward, trying to find himself a frag, but the other 2 players are from CT. It's a 2 versus 4. Not a good situation to be in. But the bomb isn't planted, so that is an opportunity, and Smooya going to find himself a kill. Are we going to see the Smooya that we needed to see last map? Well, we didn't need to see him because he wrecked those bottoms. Now coming in, Cryptic's going to be taking himself a peek. See if he can get some work done. He's going to spot Smooya and takes him down. Now Rom is 1 versus 3. 2 low players, comes through, finds the frag onto the bomb planter. Maybe has some more work he can do here. He has to fall back if he wants to stay alive, and that was so close. That was too close for comfort. Luckily, Keita can take the kill, and that's 4 rounds on the board for Fish123. But hell, that could have been bad.
Yeah, both players peak at the same time. Keita survives, the only survivor that entire round, on 9 HP, a singular extra bullet. Or if a singular extra bullet had left the gun, that would have been a round going the way of Orgless. But Fish123 managed to grab one for themselves, and again, a full buy round coming out from both of these teams. A little bit lacking in utility, but other than that, they've got the armor, they've got the weaponry to work with. And we'll see if Fish123 can win this one as well. They're actually going to be in a pretty good spot, because Orgless are starting to run low on cash. There's a couple of members with a couple of thousand, but other than that, they're really not doing fantastically. So, Smooya, though, it's going to open things up with a shot straight through the heart of Windansky, and that is going to mean that the rest of Fish have their work cut out. They do get the bomb down at very least, so that's fantastic news for them. Even if they lose the round, at least they'll have some cash to work with. But unfortunately, it will also be their economy being reset.
Despite this being a 3 versus 5, it is still not easy. Mighty Max going straight down is disastrous, but Keita replies, takes down Smooya. Now in a 3 versus 2. This is still looking good for Orgless until Rom takes Cryptix. And this is over before it's begun. There's perfect time to defuse this BOMB. There's a kit on Rom. He's going to go in. See, types in those numbers. And that is 8 rounds on the board for Orgless. Like you said, 1 single round would do it, and they have won the half. Orgless on 8, Fish on 4. If they take an 11-4 half now after resetting the economy of FISH, then this would be really, really bad. So, Orgless looking very good.
Absolutely. Being asked bizarre questions by production right now. I have no idea what's going on, but I've got a feeling that they are cooking up a storm. Either way, it is going to be Orgless with a hefty advantage right now. Double the score of Fish123. And honestly, just doing some terrifying things on Mirage right now. Tech9's going to be coming out from Fish123. And, well, the A site has been well and truly taken by them. Stormed the gates right there, and actually Windansky survives with just 3 HP. But they haven't taken any casualties just yet. So the retake is on now, and Orgless going to be barreling towards A now and see what they can do with this situation. Against the Tech9s, they should be able to get this retake.
Yeah, flashbang goes through, and that's horrific. Robin Arsty finds himself a 2k after a perfect pop flash. He's a pop star if I've ever seen one. And this is a clean-up. Weber now the last man alive. Tech9 in hand, but he can't make it happen. He's going to go down. And that is the round in the bag, as the diffuser will come through. 3k in the round for Robin Arsty. That was such a perfect play. That pop flash, I love it. Do you know why I love that? Because it goes into the trees. They have no idea it's even there. That's just a straight flash, straight in the air. I love it. That is perfect play. When I predicted this to be a 2-0 for Fish, I was very, very confident. I love being proved wrong like this, because this is just seeing a team like Orgless really come out of nowhere and just prove. Last week was not a fluke. This is us. We're good.
Absolutely. And with Pitbull on the server, they should be doing just about A-OK. The Asimov's coming out left, right and centre. As we see Thomas going to be hanging out over towards Apps, but we know that there's nobody around there for now, as the push is going to come in onto the A site. And to be honest, Fish123 just executing onto A each and every single round. Kills going left and right, but it's only going to be 1 for 1 so far. The bomb has been planted once more. So again, Fish123 doing good executes, managing to get control of the site, get that bomb down. It's just holding on to it that they struggle with, because Smooya has gone down, or he's managed to get a kill rather, and he's going to be pushing up for the no-scope as well. Misses the quick-scope afterwards though, and Mighty Max is finally finding his own. Gets two for himself, but gets shut down, and now Keita all on his own. Tech 9 in hand, he gets Robin Nasty though, and he's looking for Thomas, who's got the defuse down, and will win the round regardless of kills. He doesn't care. Keita's in the smoke and will survive, but it does not matter. Keita, no, beautiful little headshot with the Tech 9, but could not finish out the round.
That shot by Smooya. How does he do it? Every time. Insane. Great stuff coming out.
Ridiculous no-scopes. Why is it always no-scopes as well?
I know. Can't hit the hard, but, well, I mean, he can, so no criticism here. I'm not flaming, I promise. I'm just not good with words. That's why I cast. Anyway, Cryptics. Moving forward with that deagle in hand. Of course, this is the last round. If Fish are unable to win this, it would be disastrous. Smooya, he knows he's lucky. He's just going for anything now.
Imagine if that had hit as well. Just imagine.
I mean, there's no one there, and it probably would have hit.
Yeah.
Just would have like bounced off something. Imagine if that was a thing. God help everyone.
It is a thing in Halo 3.
Is it?
Ricochet. Yeah, it's a real thing. Certain spots on certain maps, but either way, on this map specifically, it's 2 apiece in terms of kills, because the push has begun, and once again onto this A site. Keita with the bomb now, trying to get his grip on the site, and it's going to be Leffy shutting him down, but traded once more. 2 versus 2 now, sniper and a rifle on either side. It's Thomas and Rom up against Cryptics and Mighty Max, and we'll see if they can actually get the bomb down. Mighty Max on the scene. Thomas just jumps on in. I'm not 100% convinced by that decision, to be honest, but Rom does manage to trade it. So now Mighty Max against Rom. Mighty Max, though, he already went huge earlier in this game. He's got 3 kills in this round. Let's see if he can make it a 4th.
Oh, spotting out Mighty Max there, but he can't take the kill. Max wins it out, and he takes Fish a 5th round. Once again, with a 4K on the A-bomb site. Mighty Max is unstoppable, but unfortunately he's met his maker. 14 for 12. He's the only player on his team going positive. Yet when you look at Orgless, they're all positive except Thomas. He's not having the best game of his life, but the rest of his team are. So, what's the problem? If Orgless take this pistol round, God help the mister that comes between them and their victory.
Nearly rhymed, kind of, but not really.
Have you seen A White Christmas?
I haven't. Maybe. I think I have a long time ago.
We watch it every Christmas when we do the decorations. Nice. And there's many songs. One of them, God help the mister who comes
I've heard
between
that song,
me and my sister, and God help the sister that comes between me and my man.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with how much singing has gone on the broadcast tonight. I'm nervous about singing in close proximity to my face. That's
you
not
should try it. You should try singing.
I have sung once.
Really? How did it go? Oh.
I actually used to be a choir.
You used to be a whole choir?
I used to be a choir.
Did you ever play the recorder?
I actually did. I think most English children have played the recorder.
I mean, we didn't have a choice, did we?
There were rumours. There were rumours that I used to be a recorder until I sprouted legs.
Until you sprouted legs, and then you became a recorder with legs.
Yeah, so I was told by Twitch chat earlier, at least.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure. Can't verify the fact checking there, but already the round is underway. Couple of kills going either way, but Leffy takes the advantage for Orgless. Turns it into a 4 versus 3, but Thomas is not feeling too healthy right now and doesn't quite actually plant the bomb. He was about a split second off getting it in the end, but unfortunately couldn't finish it. And then Rom gets a nice little headshot onto Weber as well. Cryptic's trying to find his way here, but 1 HP to work with. It's not looking fantastic for him, and Mighty Max is going to be... just gets mowed on down.
Abusive.
Yeah, absolutely. Mighty Max is on the scene, but Leffy is not having any of it. Gets his second kill, gets the round, and gets Orgless off to a fantastic start in the second half. 11-5. Fish123, where are you?
Bottom of the ocean, in my opinion. But
dead fish float, mate.
Do they? Well, I didn't say they were dead.
I'm saying they're dead.
Oh, really?
At this rate.
Do they actually float? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Magic.
Are you sure it's not electrocuted fish or like bombed fish? Because I've seen bombs in water and the fish float.
I think in salt water they float. Either way, regardless of dead fish, let's talk about Counter-Strike.
Do you know what fish is in French?
Poulet.
No, that's
chicken.
You're thinking of poisson.
Yeah, that's it.
Or pêche.
Pesh.
Anyway, the round is underway, of course, 11-5, but Orgless have found themselves a kill in this round. That's a nice kill coming through from Mighty Max onto Robin Arsty with the scout in hand. Let's see if they can keep this going. Mighty Max, of course, is hard carrying his team right now. They're not playing very well. Weber, nice shot there onto Smooya. And can he make it a double? Yeah, there he is! Weber finally comes alive. Although Rom wants his head on a platter and he'll find it. Now recovering the bomb. And Leffe with the AK-47, hoping someone's going to come in his way. Mighty Max being very careful, but not careful enough. He's going to be lit down to 12 health. Now 2 versus 3. Mighty Max so low, they need to be very cautious as to how they play this one. Mighty Max has been a really big player so far. If he can keep that going, they have a chance. Otherwise, there is going to be trouble. Now moving towards the B-bomb site. It's going to be both Rom and Leffe working together. All they have to do is face off against Cryptix, but he has a deagle in hand. That is a dangerous weapon to be facing off against. It's going to spot the first player, Leffe, down to just 18 HP. But can he follow it? There it is. 1 kill comes through. It's all on Rom. AK-47 in hand and a dream in mind. And that is all he needs to be a success story. But can he do it? One way or another, this round will end. The victor, depending. Mighty Max very low. 9 seconds remain. And no bomb plot has come through. Mighty Max goes down. 5 seconds remain. There's no time for the bomb plot. And this round is over. Unfortunately for Orgless, they're not going to be able to win. Windansky will escape. Rom, despite a 3K, isn't going to take the round. 11-6.
Yeah, Rom hoping for an overextension there from Fish123. He was hoping that final player would try and rush him to stop the bomb being planted, but in the end, good communication from the Fish players means that one of the players just hangs back, makes sure that they can't all die in the round. Will go the way of Fish, so good news for them. And for the first time in this half, we see Orgless struggling for cash. They've got multiple players that cannot afford grenades, cannot afford rifles, just deagles and armor to be working with. Leffe already tagged down incredibly low over towards mid. But at least they have mid somewhat contested. It's not just going to be given away to either side just yet, which is something I like to see, because in a lot of rounds today, we've seen mid just conceded by one team or the other.
Yeah, absolutely. But then again, if we take reference from the last game, there should be Orgless in the bag. We're going to have to wait and see on that one, though. We haven't seen too much eco winning on this game so far, except the last round and a few more after that. But stuff happens, amigo. Cryptix holding down over towards that B-bomb site as the push will arrive. Rom now, AK-47 in hand. He has to be the powerhouse, and he will be trying to do his best as his teammates will pour in. Weber opens it up, taking down Leffe. Keita follows. No trades coming in. Nothing coming in fact. Smooya will find 1, but that's it. And Fish take a relatively dominant round for the first time this game.
Where was that Fish for the rest of the game? Like, why haven't they been able to keep that up throughout the course of this match? Orgless still with the lead, but not going to be able to get anything together in this round. Not really having a fantastic economy to work with. It's 2 rounds on the board now in a row for Fish123, and let's see if they can turn it into 1-2-3, as they've got full rifles to work with against just P250s and a couple of smokes. Should be a simple pickup for this Fish lineup, realistically, but we've seen more ridiculous things happen in the past, and Orgless certainly feel like the roster to do it today.
Yeah, absolutely. A site is the site of contention, as the remaining Orgless ecoing players will move forward. I do not want to see these players bum rush and everyone on Fish die. That would make me cry. But some good use of utility is going down. So far no kills, but Windansky will find 1. The bomb is going to be attempted to be planted, but it's not going to go down. That's great for Fish. They're going to deny so much economy there for Orgless. And, well, that is a very successful round. All players alive. No bomb plant. And Orgless thinking, darn, so close, but maybe next time. Because they're positive thinkers. I've decided that.
I gotta say, from my experience of the UK scene,
yeah, true.
I can almost guarantee that that is not the sentence that came out of the players' mouths just then. But, regardless, it is going to be a pretty hefty advantage going the way of Fish again moving into this round. Orgless now, just 3 rounds ahead. They're starting to lose grip of that lead that they did have for themselves. And we'll see if they can actually continue to get this rolling. Fish123 looking to actually equalise if they can keep this up. There'll be a bye next round, but we'll have to wait and see, because there are pistols to work with, and we've seen what pistols can do. As over elsewhere on the map, there are players going down left, right, and centre. But again, nothing coming out from Orgless here. They can't finish off anybody. And now Rom left to pick up the pieces. I really don't think there's going to be much you can achieve on this round.
No, there's nothing to be done here except die. So I think they are just waiting for him to peek his head and be shot. So, despite a valiant effort by Orgless, once again they charge to their deaths. And I mean, while they can say, yeah, this was an eco, at the end of the day, Fish are building up economy here. They are building up massive amounts of economy, and they are just striding ahead in this half. If we have a look at the scoreboard, and we have a look at Fish, 8k, 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 8k. Not quite, but well, relatively close. It's really good for Fish at this point. They can really hold on to some good economy here, and Orgless need to bounce back right now. If they allow Fish to get double figures, Fish have a very good chance of winning this map. A very good chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And Orgless, they finally got a full buy together. They're no longer scrounging. They've actually got something to work with here, and I feel like that's what they've been waiting for the last few rounds. They've been struggling to actually make that happen previously, but so far traded 1-4-1 across the board. There's another one for Windansky though, and that means that the advantage goes the way of Fish. Now Rom stuck in apps and will get mowed on down. Suddenly there's only 2 players remaining. Smooya and Robin Nasty have to go massive if they want to keep their team ahead in this game. They won't be able to rebuy next round. They will almost certainly get equalized if they can't pull this round off, but it's 2 versus 4 and it will not be a simple task. Smooya peeks on out but gets shut down by Keita. And there we have it. Robin Nasty with 22 HP. Almost nothing to be done at this stage. And does get spotted out. Actually survives somehow that spray, but Keita arrives and punishes him. Finishes him off. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Fish123 well and truly back onto the map. Multiple players on double figures after rebuying. Fish123 are looking terrifying.
Absolutely, they're coming back alive now. Maybe this is the switch. Maybe this is when it changed. So, a pause has come in once more, and this is a tactical pause being called by R0M. So, they're going to be talking tactics. Now, Mr. Fenny, Mr. Abels.
Yes.
What do you say if you're Rom?
What do I say if I'm Rom?
Yep. Not if you're wrong.
Hello, mate.
Wrong.
I'm Rom. Nice to meet you. Oh, you mean to his players? Oh.
Yeah, to the team.
I knew what you meant secretly. I was just being coy.
Okay.
I think the number one thing to be saying to the players right now is get it together, lads. Like, to be honest, I don't think it's necessarily a matter of strategy. I don't think it's necessarily a matter of them having, been executing things previously and suddenly not doing that. I think it's just a matter of they've stopped landing the shots. They seem to have kind of run out of steam almost, it feels like. And unfortunately for them, simultaneously, Fish123 have finally started to pick up their game a little bit. It only took them a map and a half to warm up, but they're finally there, and we'll see whether Rom's little pep talk there is going to be enough for Orgless to get themselves back into this one. They have gone for armor and upgraded pistols. Hopefully for them, that will be enough to get back on the horse and ride it all the way to the next farm.
Yeah, absolutely. Next homestead is waiting as Mighty Max opens up. Robin Nasty, dead Zoe. And we're going to be moving on to the next player. That's going to be Smooya as Mighty Max dispatches of Lefe. And he is still going. Cryptics, finally, this is the first kill in 3 rounds that Orgless have found. The first kill in 3 rounds. That's pretty devastating. Actually, I might be wrong. Yeah, I probably am. Anyway, Mighty Max taking down Smooya. No, it's the second kill in 4 rounds.
They did get a kill last round, but the 2 rounds before they didn't get a single one. And this one they only got a single kill. So 2 kills in the last 4 rounds. It's fallen apart for Orgless. And Fish123 have finally equalized, but we have a rifle round. The tactical pause just came through. They must have been talking about this specific round. And I'm very curious to see what is going to be coming out from them, what we are going to see out of this squad from Orgless, because, we've been waiting to see them kind of finish this game out, and, on cash, they kind of struggled to finish towards the end. They had a little bit of a struggle on 15.
Didn't get it up.
Yeah, pretty much. But this time, got it to 11, and now They seem to have hit a brick wall in the form of Fish123. We'll see if that can change, if a tactical pause can change that.
One man can change the world, so I don't see why a tactical pause can't change how you play Counter-Strike. Anyway, the push is going to be moving towards that A bomb site, but there's already 4 players for the side of Fish over there, so this could be very challenging to overwhelm the site. There is mid-control in the hands of Orgless, so there's opportunity, and the rotates come in from Mighty Max. So this is the opportunity that they have been craving. This is exactly what they needed, and I'm not talking about the serial craving. Is it called Cravings?
I think it's just called Crave.
Oh, Crave, you're right with the K.
It's yummy though.
It is very nice, very pleasant. Anyway, the push is going to be coming onto this A bomb site very, very soon. An interesting boost comes through. Weber opens it up. Smooth it down. That is the AWP out of their hands. Keita now just making sure Leffe can't get away with anything, and he will do just that. Takes him down, and it's already a 3 versus 4. This is looking really badly. Windansky not checked. He can get away with murder here, and he will. Takes down Robin Nasty, and Rom to follow. And already this is looking bad. Fish123 wants a 3rd map. They want to take us to nuke.
Yeah, and the first nuke of the UK Premiership ever. It wasn't available in the last season. Even though it changed halfway through the season, we decided to stick with our rule sets for the sake of consistency. But, you know, now it has been replaced. Inferno, that is, has been replaced by nuke. And we might well be looking at our very first game on it. As Orgless can't seem to be able to find their footing once more. They've started sliding, and now it is a slippery slope. Fish123. They're the kids at the top of the slide that are pushing them.
Did that happen to you when you were young?
Many times.
The big kids push you down?
I was the big kid.
Oh, really?
No, not really. Okay. I've also never been pushed down a slide, but I assume that is a thing that happens.
Probably somewhere. Anyway, someone's getting pushed down a slide towards that B bomb site, and there is only Cryptics to defend, so maybe once more there is a golden opportunity for Orgless. They had it last round, but they failed. They have it this round. Will they succeed in winning this one? Who knows? Cryptics holding his fort. No one's checking him. He's going to get the opening kill. Bomb goes down, although he's tagged up very heavily. His teammates have arrived. And Leffe, come on! Finally the trade comes in, but Mighty Max already dead straight out. Smooya finally gets a kill back in return, and it's a 2 versus 2. This is looking good for Orgless. It's the best they've done so far. And there is an opportunity for them. Smooya going to miss a shot there, but he stays on 100 HP, which is definitely a positive. Bomb will go down under the hands of Rom, but Smooya, such low HP. Luckily, Windansky is in a similar situation. Windansky, a man we haven't heard the name of in a while, but maybe this is his chance. Keita and Windansky, the Irishman and the man from England.
Englishman?
Or described by his teammate as from Japan. But Rom is going to be taking this peak. Or not. It's going to be the win coming through. Or Rom. Can he finish it? Keita, AWP in hand, trying to get this done, but it's just not working out. Oh my god, Keita is just chasing, and there it is. The kill comes through. But he hasn't got time.
Surely not. It's on the very last second. Doesn't get it in the end.
Oh no.
Orgless, after all of that, finally get around on the board. They have, that must be a huge sigh of relief, because if they'd lost that one, I mean, where do you even go from there at that point? But most of the players on Fish had 16,000 at the start of this round, so the rebuy is simple stuff coming out from them. And Orgless, it's less of a pretty story. They've got the AKs, they've got the armor, but very little utility to work with, and we've got to see something magical come out of Orgless right now. We've got to see something pretty miraculous. I want to see them actually take this round, and that is a fantastic way to start. Get an AWP into one of your players' hands. It's the way to do it, and the defenders are starting to drop. Mighty Max goes down as well, and suddenly there's only 2 members left of Fish123. Cryptics will drop to the hands of Rom, and suddenly Weber coming in from CT will shut down the bomb carrier. He's got that AWP to work with, and he's looking to make things happen. Suddenly there's only 2 members left on Orgless, and Weber is looking for that biblical play to take the round for Fish123. If he can make this happen, then he will pretty much seal the game for Fish at this rate. Orgless, they can't afford to have their economy reset in a time like this, and they won't allow it to happen. Smooya finishes off Weber, that powerhouse of a UK player. And now 13-12 is the scoreline. Orgless grappling with this team of Fish123, desperately trying to hold on to this lead.
Yeah, this is absolutely touch and go. But there is still a little bit of money left on Fish. They can buy for the next 2 rounds comfortably. After that, it's going to get difficult. But after that, it's going to be the end of the end. It's going to be Skyfall. So let's see who's going to be able to take this next round. It could be a really important one. If Fish get back into it, I would give them the game, to be honest. If Orgless take this one, I would give them the game. So I think this is a really pivotal round right now. This is absolutely key to success. And if you've heard of DJ Khaled's keychain, you would know that all those keys are the key to success.
Same. I've got to say, it definitely feels like even though Orgless are 1 round up,
Yeah.
Fish are still in the driving seat, right? Like, even if Fish lose this round, they've started to stack up loss bonus. They'll still be able to rebuy going into the next one. Orgless certainly have their work cut out right now, and their economy is not in a good shape. So, should they lose this one, it might well be curtains. So, Orgless, this round, unbelievably important for them. And here we go. The flash is not going to block the eyes of Weber, who manages to get one onto Rom to start things off. Fantastic way to kick it off for them. Smooya drops as well, and Weber is still alive. Unchecked, does go down in the end. Traded straight back across for 2-2 now as 3 members remain on both sides. Orgless are going to be the aggressors. They managed to get yet another kill, and the AWP is going to be in the hands of Leffy. Gets one, can't quite connect onto Keita, but he did spot out the player. The communication will be there, and now all Orgless have to do is just lay in wait, because the player on Fish, Keita himself, is not going to be pushing onto that side. He knows that that AWP is far too valuable to throw away.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to have to back off. But then again, the economy is still strong enough until he gets spotted. That's really bad. He should not be peeking. I understand that he wants to take a fight, but you can't be peeking like that. You need to hold a straight angle. If someone crosses it, you fire. If not, you get out of there. He's lost that AWP now, and although they have money going into this next round, match point is going to be a tough round for them to play if they don't win this next one. Whereas Orgless have plenty of money to play with here. They're on a full buy. They've got 2 AWPs in go. Now this is where Orgless are actually looking like they could win this. They could genuinely win this series and move on to the finals.
You're absolutely right on that one, and I mean, that's a good point to bring up right now, is Fish123, they're already a map down. This is all or nothing for them. If they lose this, they are out of the running for that £1,000. You know, £1,000 just for playing a bit of Counter-Strike on a Tuesday. Not too shabby. Well,
Club
they
going
might not.
up.
What?
Club going up. Weber takes
well,
down
Rom going down, that is for sure. Weber starting things off. Glass cannon AWP coming out from him, making things happen, and he's desperate to stay in the running for that final.
Yeah, absolutely. Despite his team's reluctance, he is still doing his best. Weber and Mighty Max, the 2 men, have really come alive in the second half of this game. But the push is coming down middle, and it looks like it wants to go towards B. But here comes the contest from Keita. Let's see if he can get any work done. Smoked out. He's not got too much opportunity. It's going to be the B play once again. Robin Arsty picks up that peak. Maybe he could have done something, but Mighty Max taking down Robin Arsty from behind. Now Weber holding the angle. We know he's not going to miss this one. Takes. Oh, okay, that's awkward. See, this is what I'm saying. Psychology. It just happens. And Cryptic's going to take down Thomas. Now this is looking like a tough round. So yeah, it's going to get taken down from behind. And somehow Orgless not able to win that round when they seemed so well equipped.
Yeah, and that is not a good situation. Look at the money. 3 players on just 2,000. The force has got to come out right now. That it's all or nothing at this stage.
I don't think that should have been a force
No?
at all. That should not have been a force buy. That's a real pressure decision. Under pressure, you either make the right decision or you don't, and they didn't right there. They had a round to play with. Now they're trying to force it out. I don't like that at all. They might win it, but I don't like it.
Well, here we go. Keita going to be starting things off as Robin Nasty just charges through connector there. Keita is going to be more than happy to punish him for that reckless play. And now Cryptic's over towards Apps, just waiting for Rom to push. 30% is going to be enough as he pulls out the Deagle, but Weber shuts him down, trades it evenly once more. And Smooya now pushing on it, finds Windansky and evens things up. And he's managed to survive. The trade cannot come out. And now Mighty Max, he's got him pinned, but Leffy is coming in from this side. Mighty Max going to be turning around to make sure he's ready for that duel. And will take it. Gets another one as well. And Mighty Max has been the star player right now for Fish123. He is the reason that they are still in this series. But he will get shot through the smoke by Smooya. 2 versus 1. But if there's a player on Orgless to make that kind of situation happen, it's got to be Smooya.
Yeah, and this is incredibly difficult now. This is not a good spot to be in. But Smooya is still in it. But whoever's got him. Headshot to add insult to injury. That's 456 damage that he didn't need. And that's going to be pretty good for Fish. And like I said, I hate that last decision. Why you go for that, I just don't know. Now you have to force out this one, and you're not looking at a win. You're really not. Overtime, maybe. You're not looking at a win.
Certainly not fantastic for them. Here we go, Tech9's an Ump and a Desert Eagle. It's been enough in the past in this game, but Weber is playing aggressive here. He's not looking to let this go any further. Pushes straight up mid and gets attacked straight away. But he's traded straight back, so not as good of a result as they would have been hoping for, to be honest, considering the rifles. But 17 HP on Weber and Windansky as well. 3 players remaining, though, for Orgless. They're not in a good spot. If they can at least get the bomb down, it's going to be so important moving forwards for them. Here we go. The defenders now going to be looking for the retake. There's another terrorist going down. Cryptic's trying to get their spray, and he will be able to finish off that player. It's all on Thomas, the player that's not really been able to do all too much this game, and will get shut down as well. Disastrous situation for Orgless as they find their opponents on match point after a dominant first half.
Yeah, absolutely. So, a very good round coming through there from Fish. They're able to win it out, but unfortunately, Orgless not going to be able to do it. They are going to be able to get a bye in this round, but like I said, if they hadn't forced 2 rounds ago, they could have won that last round. They did well. They got the bomb down. They got in, but they didn't win. Why do you think that is? Because they forced it. It's very, very simple.
Very simple and very unfortunate for Orgless right now, because the best situation they're looking at right is overtime. And that's not really a situation that you want to look toward, but needs must. And that is where Orgless sit right now. But Fish123, let's talk about the comeback story, right? Because on that first half, it was 10-5 at the end of the half. Enough about that as the push is going to come on in. Smooya tagged down to 19, but Keita is going to be the first one to drop. Orgless are not looking to go down without a fight. Weber does find the shot onto Rom, though. I didn't even see how that hit him. But beautiful shot regardless. Generally speaking, the less you could see of the shot, the more beautiful it was. There we go. That's going to be another one going the way of Windansky. Weber finds his second. And we are running out of terrorist players here. Robin Nasty gets a headshot on Cryptics through the wall. But the bomb has just been pushed into jungle. Robin Nasty all on his lonely own 7. Windansky gets him. Headshot through the wall across the site. That is going to be Fish123 evening up this series. And what a game that was. What a close series. But to be honest, like, quite surprising how that series played out, or quite surprising how that map played out, considering how one-sided each half was. But in the end, ended up 16-14, and Orgless just not quite able to close that out. And to